Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to learn how to do the measures of central tendency along with Box-and-Whisker plots using Desmos. So let's start out with our measures of central tendency. The first thing I need to do is enter a data set. So we're going to hit the plus icon, table, and we're only going to use the Y column. So I'm just going to type my numbers in. And then I'm going to go down to a new line. So the first thing I want to do is figure out the average. So I'm going to click on functions, make sure stats is selected, and go to mean. I'm then going to type Y1, and it will automatically subscript it for me. So my average, or my mean, is 84.6. The second measure of central tendency is our median. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to select median, type Y1 again, and it's 84.5. The one measure of central tendency that Desmos cannot do, and neither can your calculator, is mode. So you have to look for the number that appears the most on your own. I would suggest either putting the numbers in order so you can see how many of each number you have, or using a tally mark system. Next, let's take a look at Box-and-Whisker plots. So you've noticed that I have cleared off my graph, so I'm going to start it the exact same way. I am going to add a table. Again, we are only going to use the Y column, and I'm going to go ahead and type in my data set. From here, I'm going to go again down to a new line. And the first thing I always do, I leave the min and max until the end. Because the one thing I need to figure out is, does this graph have any outliers? So I'm going to go ahead and find my median. So I can write this down. Same way I did with the other one. So it's Y1. So my median is 86.5. I'm going to find my Q1 and Q3 as well. I'm going to go to quartile, type Y1, and I'm going to type comma 1 because I want the first quartile. I will also do that for the third quartile. So go to quartile, Y1, comma 3 for third quartile. So now what I need to figure out is my IQR. So to find my IQR, I subtract my Q1 from Q3. So I'm going to do 90 minus 73, so my IQR is 17. Next, I need to figure out, well, what is my upper bound and what is my lower bound? These will help me decide if I have an outlier. So for lower bound, you're going to write on your paper LB, and then you're going to type my Q1 minus 1.5 times my IQR. So it's 47.5. I'm also going to find my upper bound. So that's my 90, my Q3, plus 1.5 times my IQR. So all of my data sets should be between 47 and 115.5. If I type minimum Y1, you'll notice it says 42. That is outside of my range, so I would need to search my table and find the next lowest number. 42 is an outlier. Okay, I can also do maximum Y1. And you can select it from the from functions as well. And that's 99. Well, that is within my boundaries, so that is fine. Lastly, let's take a look at the graph. Your computer can graph it for you. So I'm going to come down here to a new line, come over here to functions, and I'm going to select DIST, that's distributions. I can select Box-and-Whisker plot, type Y1. Notice down here, I can exclude the outliers or I can include them. So I'm going to start with excluding them, because when I graph my Box-and-Whisker plot, that's what I need to do. Now my value points were, so my new minimum was 66, so I got ways to go over here. You'll notice 42 they put as just a dot, and that is exactly as we want to see. Okay, 42 is my outlier, so I just put a dot there. And then my Box-and-Whisker plot, I can zoom in and it's from 66 to 99. With my Q1 listed, my median, and my maximum. If you have any questions on this, please let me know.